American Pickers Mike Wolfe begs fans to buy store merchandise despite charging more than ex-co-star Frank Fritz's shop. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. American Pickers Mike Wolfe has begged fans to purchase his new store merchandise amid ongoing struggles with American Pickers. The U.S. Sun exclusively revealed this week that the History Channel Star store has been charging double for similar antiques that his former co-star Frank Fritz also carries in his shop. Now Mike, 59, has promoted his latest merchandise drop with multiple posts on social media. The reality star took to his Instagram stories on Sunday to share photos of his newest products. In the first shot, a woman posed in front of a scenic mountain landscape while holding onto the side of a four-wheeler. The unidentified model faced away from the camera, showing off the back of her long-sleeved olive green t-shirt. The shirt read, "Antique Archaeology Picker Crew," and had two white racing flags as part of the design. The woman paired the outfit with a large white cowgirl hat to tie it all together. A second photo showed the same model, but from a forward angle, where fans could see the antique archaeology on the front of the shirt as well. Gene Hackman's wife could have caught rare fatal rat virus from cleaning garage. The TV personality added a third picture of the woman riding away on the four-wheeler in the same top. Mike then switched gears to a different piece of merchandise from his clothing brand 2 Lanes. He shared an image of a man wearing a dark blue long sleeve with a large mountain sunset logo on the back and the words 2 Lanes. A final photo showed the same male model wearing a 2 Lanes beanie in a gray shade. Major UPC8ARG. Mike's big promotional merch push came just days after the U.S. Sun exclusively revealed that his store has been charging double for similar products that Frank Fritz also sells. The 59-year-old owns Antique Archaeology, with locations in LeClaire, Iowa, and Nashville, Tennessee, while Frank, 60, owns Frank Fritz Finds in Savannah, Illinois. The U.S. Sun exclusively revealed that Mike's items are over double the price of Frank's merchandise, as he has been criticized by customers in the past for his overpriced products. Mike is selling a vintage green, red, and yellow Coca-Cola sign for a whopping $5,500. A vintage Alka-Seltzer sign is $500, while a barbershop sign is $625. As for Frank Fritz finds, a vintage Will's 3 Castles cigarettes sign is priced at $400, while a Sure Gain Feed Services one will set customers back $350. Frank is selling an antique slot machine for $750, while Mike's vintage game machine is going for $3,500. A vintage scale in Mike's store is on sale for $4,500. A selection of scales ranges from $175 to $250 in Frank's shop. Frank is charging $150 for a vintage sprinkler figurine, while Mike's antique White Eagle statue is on sale for $4,500. Mike has been slammed by customers for his supposedly overpriced items. One customer wrote on Google reviews regarding the Iowa store, "I would have happily dropped hundreds of dollars there if it was something really cool. Instead, it was like 3 things that had been picked ranging from $200 to $4,000. Was so excited to go to the American Pickers store, but disappointed it didn't look like it does on TV at all. High-priced stuff with very little parking." A third customer said, "Stuff is a little pricey, but many interesting items." Mike Wolfe, the beloved star of American Pickers, is once again making headlines, but this time it's not for his antique hunting skills or his knowledge of historical treasures. Instead, it's for a decision that has raised eyebrows among his loyal fan base and the larger American Pickers community. In a series of recent social media posts, Wolfe has made a public plea for fans to purchase merchandise from his antique store. However, the request has come under scrutiny due to the price disparity between his store's merchandise and that of his former co-star Frank Fritz's competing shop. As many know, Wolfe and Fritz once formed a dynamic duo on the popular History Channel show, where they traveled across America, finding and restoring hidden gems from the past. Their chemistry and camaraderie on screen captured the hearts of fans for years, but their professional relationship took a hit in recent times. leading to Fritz's departure from the show. Since then, Wolfe has found himself navigating not only the challenges of continuing American Pickers without Fritz, but also running his own antique shop. While this store has garnered a loyal following, some of his latest business strategies are making waves, and not all the feedback has been positive. The core of the controversy lies in the prices that Wolfe is charging for the merchandise in his store. Fans of American Pickers have long enjoyed watching the pair of pickers sift through forgotten barns, abandoned houses, and dusty corners of American history to uncover rare artifacts and antiques. However, many are now expressing concern over the inflated costs of similar merchandise in Wolfe's shop. Some fans have pointed out that the prices for items at Wolfe's store are significantly higher than those at Fritz's shop, which offers similar antiques and collectibles. This price gap has led to a growing sense of frustration among customers, many of whom feel that Wolfe's pricing is out of touch with the spirit of bargain hunting and discovery that made American Pickers so popular in the first place. The plea for merchandise sales, which Wolfe made through his social media accounts, was meant to encourage his followers to support his business. While there is no doubt that selling merchandise is a crucial part of running a successful store, the timing of Wolfe's request raised eyebrows. Fans quickly began to question why he was asking for financial support when the prices in his store seemed disproportionately high compared to those in his former partner's shop. Wolfe, known for his passion for antiques and his expert eye for quality, has been a prominent figure in the world of collectibles for many years. His store, which opened after a successful career with American Pickers, is an extension of his love for rare finds and historical objects. However, the store's pricing has been a topic of conversation ever since it opened. Fans of the show, many of whom have watched Wolfe and Fritz bargain with sellers for years, have been disappointed to see that the same spirit of negotiation and value hunting doesn't seem to be reflected in the merchandise at Wolfe's shop. Some customers who have visited Wolfe's store have taken to social media to voice their frustrations, comparing the prices with those at Fritz's store and highlighting the significant price differences. "I love Mike, but I can't justify paying so much for something that's no more valuable than what Frank is selling at a fraction of the price," one fan commented on social media. Another fan wrote, "I'm all for supporting Mike, but these prices are a bit much for someone who used to negotiate deals on TV." This growing backlash is a challenging situation for Wolfe, who has spent much of his career building a loyal fan base. Many of these fans have followed him through the highs and lows of his career, including his relationship with Fritz, which has become the subject of much speculation. Since Fritz's departure from American Pickers, fans have been divided on their support for Wolfe. Some believe that Wolfe has been unfairly burdened with carrying the show on his own, while others feel that his recent business practices, particularly concerning the merchandise pricing, may be pushing fans away. The differences in pricing between Wolfe and Fritz's stores are not the only factors contributing to the rising tensions among fans. The relationship between the two former co-stars has been a point of contention since Fritz left the show. Many fans were saddened by the end of the duo's on-screen partnership, as it was their camaraderie and shared knowledge that had made American Pickers so endearing. While Wolfe has carried on with the show, it's clear that the absence of Fritz has affected both the dynamic of the show and the way the public views Wolfe. The recent controversy surrounding Wolfe's pricing strategy has only added fuel to the fire. Despite the growing backlash, Wolfe has continued to advocate for his store and its merchandise, urging his followers to support the business. In a heartfelt social media post, Wolfe explained that his store was an extension of his passion for collecting and that it meant a lot to him personally. He acknowledged the concerns regarding the pricing, but also defended his decision by stating that running a business requires a different set of considerations than negotiating deals on a TV show. He emphasized that the items in his store were carefully curated and that the prices reflected the quality and uniqueness of the pieces. "I get it," Wolfe wrote in the post. "You all have seen me negotiate and find amazing treasures on American Pickers. But running a business means taking into account overhead costs, staff, and other expenses. I promise you, I'm not just marking things up for the sake of it. This is my livelihood, and I'm doing my best to make it work." While Wolfe's explanation may resonate with some, it hasn't done much to quell the growing frustration among certain fans who feel that the high prices are simply too much. Many of these fans have turned to social media to voice their displeasure, with some even stating that they felt disappointed in Wolfe for pricing his merchandise at such a premium, when similar items could be found at Fritz's shop for a fraction of the cost. Some fans have even gone so far as to accuse Wolfe of capitalizing on the AmericanPickers brand, using his fame and the goodwill of his fans to charge higher prices than what they consider fair. The difference in pricing is particularly noticeable when comparing similar items in both stores. For example, items that are often featured on AmericanPickers, such as vintage signs, antique furniture, and classic memorabilia, are being sold for significantly higher prices in Wolfe's store than in Fritz's. While the merchandise in both stores is undoubtedly unique, some fans are questioning whether Wolfe's prices are justified, especially when considering the pricing practices of his former co-star. The issue of pricing is compounded by the fact that many fans feel a strong sense of loyalty to the AmericanPickers brand. They want to support the stars of the show, but the feeling of being taken advantage of by inflated prices has caused some to reconsider their purchases. "I would love to buy something from Mike's store, but not at those prices," one fan posted. "I feel like I'm being taken for a ride." While the debate over pricing continues, it is clear that Wolfe's business is facing some challenges. His store, while popular with some fans, is also under increasing scrutiny as people weigh the value of the merchandise against its cost. Whether this controversy will have lasting effects on Wolfe's business remains to be seen, but it's evident that he faces an uphill battle in balancing the demands of running a successful retail operation with the expectations of his loyal fan base. For Wolfe, it seems that the next steps will require a delicate balance between keeping his store profitable and addressing the concerns of his fans. As the situation continues to unfold, it will be interesting to see how both Wolfe and Fritz navigate their respective businesses in a competitive marketplace, with the added pressure of their shared history and the legacy of AmericanPickers hanging in the balance. Whether Mike Wolfe will be able to mend the rift with his fans, or whether his business practices will continue to raise questions remains uncertain. But for now, it's clear that the price of success in the world of antiques is a bit more complicated than it seems. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.